Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. So, uh, this next lesson is going to be on something called the Pythagorean Theorem. Okay, long word. It's a formula that you don't have to memorize. It'll be on your formula sheet on the GED exam. But there's some background to this before I want to get into it. So, there are three types of triangles. Okay, you have an acute triangle. You have obtuse triangle, and you have a right triangle. Today we're going to be focusing on the right triangle, okay? So when I say a right triangle, I mean a triangle that has a right angle. When I say a right angle, it's an angle that goes straight up and straight to the side. It's a 90-degree angle, okay? Otherwise, like acute, okay, it'd be a triangle that looks like this, right? I have two angles that are less than 90 degrees, right here and here. Then obtuse would look something like this. It's just an angle that's larger than 90 degrees. So we're focusing on this type of triangle today, a right triangle with 90 degrees, okay? Keep that in mind. We only use the Pythagorean theorem with right triangles, okay? So let's get into what the Pythagorean theorem actually is. Okay. So we use the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side of a right triangle. That's all we use it for, okay? To find the missing side of a right triangle. Now, the Pythagorean theorem looks like this, okay? It is a to the second power plus b to the second power equals c to the second power. Now, with this, okay, A, B, and C all mean different things, okay? So let's draw out our triangle. Okay. Right angle is right here, okay? Now, the side that is opposite of the right angle is this side, right? Here's my right angle. The side opposite from it is my C, okay? C is also known as something called my hypotenuse. Now, the hypotenuse is always the longest side, okay? Now, this side is C, this can be A, and this can be B. It doesn't matter, okay? Either or. They're called the legs, okay? What's really important is that you get the C correct, okay? So, let's put this into a formula, right? I mean, let's put this into practice. So let's see. So, say I have a triangle right here. All right, let's say this is 3, this is 4, and this is x. We want to figure out what this side is, right? So we know that the x is the side that is opposite of the right angle, correct? So this is going to be missing. So, but we do know that 3 and 4 are my a and b. So let's plug it into the formula. So I have 3 to the second power plus 4 to the second power equals c to the second power. So when I raise something to the second power, it means I'm multiplying by itself. So 3 to the second power means 3 times 3, which is 9. Then I have 4 to the second power, which is 4 times 4, which is 16. So I have 9 plus 16 equals c to the second power. Now I can combine 9 and 16. So what's 16 plus 9? It's 25. So I have 25 equals c to the second power. If you watch the square root video, you know that if I have just a letter by itself with a little 2, I got to do my square root. Remember square root? So I do my square root, that cancels out. I got to find the square root of 25, which is, you got to figure out what number times itself gives you 25. It is 5. So c is equal to 5. So, and that would make sense because c is the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse has to be the longest side, right? There we go. Okay. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It will be on your test. It might be in word problem form. Okay, that'll be for another day. This is just really basic. These are just the true basics of this, okay? So study this. Stay strong through this time. Email me, call me, you know who you are, if you want extra help dealing with the Pythagorean theorem. Okay? I would be more than happy to answer your questions. Okay? Thank you.